Right, are we back? I think we're back. Yeah, so, let's just double check. Come on. Yep, there we go. We're back. Right, so, where were we? Statistics, because, I think it cut out while we were looking at these. If you take a look, we've only participated in 2 months so far. Both of them got up to Gold 1. One victory away from getting into Plat 5. So I very deliberately left it there. We have just over 25% win rate, which I think is fantastic. And this month, we're hoping to push it into Plat 5 at the least. The deck is very much still a pile of cards, as I will show you in just a second. Here we go. If you haven't seen it last time, this is what we're looking at. And it seems that Earthbound Immortal is probably the most thematic thing we have going for us. We have the monster to stop these guys from blowing up if we don't have a field spell. We have a counter trap to support them. We have, like, something that works if you control one. This thing, which is just honorary part of the archetype. And this one, of course, much better. We just are starting to build up an amount of machines. We're playing a few in here already. You can see, like, we're playing the BES, the Therian Regulus. We've got, where is he? Stryborg, this thing. We've got a Gen X guy simply because it allows us to put a little bit more damage on board because we somehow got the repair Gen X controller. So, there's a few bits and bobs. Like, Machine has this and that going for it. But overall, it's a pile of cards. Now, let's get into some average dueling, and I think I may turn the music back on in just a tick. But for the moment, let's find out what we're against. It could very well be Tenpai or Chaos Max or any number of OTK strategies at the moment. Being made to go first is not something I enjoy. Winning the die roll and choosing first, that's something different entirely. Just like this hand is something different entirely. And that's a tuner with decent defense, so we can do that. Does this give just 1,000 attack, right? Yep. It's alright, we have removal. We have something to discourage attacking. Next turn, we can synchro for the fish. And then, you know, just banish something. Not saying it's good, I'm saying it's an option. Ah, that's interesting. This could very well just be Tenpai. Tenpai can OTK through Prosperity. It is Tenpai! They're gonna take Duster. Damn it. Welcome back. Hope you're all having a good time. I should be able to stream this upcoming Thursday, by the way, just so I mention it sometime. Hope you're all having a good time. First day back at work after a week off for me, so today hasn't actually been too bad. It's been, you know, it's been a day. That's fine. Where am I at? I'm on the last book in the Magnus Chase part of Rick Riordan's series. John and I have just finished Infinity War, I think yesterday. Yeah. Which means we're very close to Endgame, and I still don't really know where Endgame is. Supposedly in the house somewhere, but I'm not sure. And in terms of other gaming news, I have been thinking about linking my You were just doing all the card effects. That isn't optimal, right? Maybe it is, I don't know. Either way, it is Labyrinth, and we will struggle. Wait. By your normal trap effect. When a normal trap card is activated. Cannot target, cannot be destroyed. So, okay. Welcome. So they special out the lovely lady. Set a different trap. We are not looking in a good way. There's probably not many ways we can actually beat Labyrinth, if any. If a card is sent from your hand to graveyard to activate a normal trapper effect. If a monster leaves field by your normal trapper effect. Okay, they got... Oh wait, no, this is... They used Big Welcome, not Welcome. There is a difference. Because this does mean they get the furniture back. At the very least, Chandragleer. That's bounced back. A monster leaves the field by a normal trap effect. Well, what are you going to pick? What random card do they snipe? Jax? No, no! That's the best one! This is a problem. Destroy one card on the field. Doesn't have to be face up or anything. Let's see. We've got Aroma Jar, we've got Bull Blader, we got this guy. This is the only threatening thing we have. Yeah, then they just destroy a card on the field. You know, some duels you aren't meant to win. But yeah, I'm thinking about linking my Nintendo Switch Master Duel with my main Steam account Master Duel, because this is not my main Steam account. I set up a different one just for the Masochist challenge. And I've realised that I probably should do it simply because my Switch account has so much on it. Like, it's got not 20 unique decks, as in, like, a few of them are reversions of, you know, the same sort of deck, but done in different styles. But, like, it's got a good amount of decks on it. It's not got that many gems on it. A decent amount of dust. A very large card pool. And then I take a look at my, you know, my supposed main one. The one I have on Steam. And, yeah, nothing. Basically nothing. I have maybe a complete deck. Just about. Now you see, I would previously be a little bit less confident against Yugioh. And if they set up an Omnia Gate, then, you know, I'm still not confident. But forcing them to destroy everything they own is pretty good. The whole strength of, like, Phantom is that it's technically a negate. So if we're able to force that out by just, you know, triggering everything anyway, I think I actually kind of like that idea. That, and I can probably target and destroy something with this anyway. And should they actually be attacking us after the next turn, because Yubel's... I mean, I'm sure you've seen it in one of the other streams, but Yubel tends to manage to get to a 3k body. They don't really, like... Their main goal is not OTK, but they can do it. This should help out, this should help out, this might. These two are not the best, I don't think. I don't know what the best is in this, you know, scenario. Probably nothing from the extra deck. This might be good. they just keep cycling the fiends. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Apologies for the 3-minute stream earlier. I think I need to update OBS. I think it's just crashing on me at the moment. And yeah, let's bring the music back in. Come on, I can do this subtly, right? Hold on. Let's put my mouse on a little bit better surface. That'll do. It's not a subtle fade in or anything, but it'll do. Are we close? We are. That's probably just like the eternal favourite set. So what if we just, start with this instead? Bite. Yeah. Alright. That's completely fine. What are we adding to hand? Probably adding this to hand, right? Wait, what did they target? Okay, they put the Phantom of Yugioh back. You special summoned it back? That's rude. During your opponent's main phase, you face a special summon monster. I'm not particularly scared of that, or what else they do, so I'm just going to try and see if I can pop this. Because I don't like their consistency. And we can set this, and we can set this. You might be hearing my phone going off rather loudly. Oh, okay, they had that one. I probably should have paid attention to that, but hey, they didn't hit the field spell. Let's go! This can be activated by... Yeah, this could be Ash, but what's the odds that they're actually doing that? Okay, that's fine. Huh. The thing is, this can't be destroyed by battle, and I've just used my removal of it. Let's put that there. Screw with them just a little bit. I've got this, I swear. Just give me like 15 turns. Idiot. Back to the extra deck. I can put monsters on my side of the field, but there's not much of a point. This is not going great. Currently they're slightly rich. Okay, I do have to get in for damage at some point. It was probably Imperm that they set, so I'm expecting this to get hit. But it's not like it matters. Yeah, Imperm. It's fine. It just means they aren't stopping Metaverse with anything. Oh no, I didn't get my guy back. Anyway. Oh wait, I don't know if they have the other one in hand, do I? They have it in hand. No? They would have done it there. And let's mute the ad. Or skip the... I hate YouTube's loading. Let's pause that for a minute. I need to focus. And yeah, by focus I mean end turn. Right, we have put a monster on the field. What will they do? If it's brick and it's controller beatdown, that is funny. No, they set a monster. That could be many things, actually. But that's funny. I love this. Okay, I definitely should not use Don Thousand's Throne. What are the odds it's a hand trap? It was Ash Blossom! But they've now set the Ash Blossom. And therefore, they have nothing to stop Metaverse, right? Right? They can only remain bricked for so long. Wait. Okay, you got two bodies. What does that do? I've taken the other Link Zone. And I've got a sideways pointing arrow. You know, Gen X controller was the play. What Link monster? What are you trying to do? What are you thinking about? This is definitely appropriate music, I'm just paranoid as hell now. Or maybe they are. Just, you know, I can't shift away from this mate now, right? It's the only one that plays music. Are they frustrated? Are they trying to run down the timer? Or are they actually trying to work out if there's a playable strat to beat controller pass? You're about to end the turn. I think they've realised they cannot quite beat controller pass. Now I know this would give me more life points, but... we're going to attack into the troll. We just... if they have another Max C in hand, we don't want to, you know, give them any value for it. So we're just going to start clearing the field with Gen X beat down. This is the deck of all time. Look at us. They've got 30 cards left in deck. A lot of those are starters. There's 3 Samsara. That's a starter. I can delay it by 1 turn. Is that enough? Probably not, but we're doing it. We kind of have to do it. I don't think there's a way we can OTK, so I'm just going to activate this so we don't draw the field spell. Either that or they Ash Blossom it. It doesn't matter. Because they get started next turn and we get this switcheroo. Let's go! I love this duel. Right. They start now. I have as much time as I'm ever gonna get. We have a switch control. That's it. They have nothing in the graveyard. During the main phase, quick fetch. If this card's sent to the graveyard, yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, so the graveyard isn't actually loaded up with anything useful. They've got this. And I kind of have to do this here. Take it. Do it. Have it. I'd laugh if they took the burn damage from this. Yes! This is the duel of all time. We can do it. There's nothing they can do. And the thing is, this is only on activation. So that's now dead. We set this, we change this to defense, and we call it a turn. We're fine. Their deck just has, you know, however many more stars in it. They have 2 less now. That's Nightmare Throne and Lotus gone. I just don't have anything I can summon. Man Animal would be great for it here. Although it then does put this into the graveyard for them, which I don't really like the idea of. Summon Maxi. No, that's a link to stop. Or are they just going to try and attack it? Are they just going to try and, you know, meathead it? I really hope they go battle phase. No, they linked it off. What does that do? Don't want Fiend special. Okay, you're now Fiend locked. This was normal summoned. Okay, so you have a link 4. Possibly. If a monster you control would be, you contribute 1 Fiend. Okay, so they have Mirror Force protection now, which sucks. But they don't have Magic Cylinder repeat protection. They don't have a Contact Fuse because they haven't hit over this yet. So Phantom of Yubel is locked in the extra deck. I kind of like where we're at. Do we do it? No. I had it, you know, I had it come up all tails at one point. So let's just, ads. It's just peak gaming. They cannot beat me. Who would win? Yubel. Fully constructed Yubel. Or the weird attack stopping deck. Wait. That is a 1600 beat stick. It doesn't make the clock that much faster. Is there any decent link to? I can't, like, use the zone anyway, I was just wondering. No, okay. We're summoning it. Ow. Oh no. Okay, that's dangerous. This is dangerous now. We can continue the attack. So I'm going to attack into this. I don't want to take the reflect damage. The reflect damage is really harsh. They are also just about to put Phantom of Yubel on board. I really like that they think this is imperm. Or that they think it might be salvage scheduling, I don't know. Oh, they got another one. That's the... They still have another one in deck, and they're going to pop off like crazy. If they don't destroy Mirror Force does kind of ruin their day, though. Do they only run one Phantom? Or maybe they just realised that the monster effects are not, like... There's no point to it. Target Fiend special. Are we now going into, like, the Unchained part? No. We're still doing Yubel things. Pitch Kashtira Unicorn. Now what? You have to attack in with your monsters to beat this thing. You have to attack in with your monsters to get hit by Dark Sanctuary. Come on, we're so close. The thing is, I have to attack you belt monsters now, so unless I get... oh wait, hold on. We need 2 more face-up spell traps, and I get Fairy Wind. That's also a win condition. Alright, let's pause this for a minute. I don't want to deal with adverts, I want to focus on this intense duel. I will say, I've been finding it a lot easier to play Master Duel than, like, the TCG lately. If any card... Oh... Wait. Summon your bell. Okay. Here's the thing. I think... if I Mirror Force, because this is a mandatory, this probably still pops. Phoenix. Okay, so we have Mirror Force or we have Dark Sanctuary. Oh wait, card effects. Battle. Okay, we're possibly done. Maybe. We're done. we tried. We got so far. They're on 19. I don't think there's an answer left in the deck. This clears. Let alone everything else they could do. Oh, come on, it took them that long. We had the perfect counters. Yeah, sure, that's not stopping anyone at this point. If anything, that's giving me a hand. Poke for 0, out of spite. They might run down the clock. And if they don't, they're killing me next turn. Target a monster with a level tribute. That's funny. I'll keep that. No, I won't. Any trap that I have against this guy is useless, with the sole exception of Waking, which is worse because he just pops it, triggers it, and then I get nothing. I can get this thing. This isn't a bad card. if I could have made it. Well, let's see just how long it takes them to find an extra 2300 damage. This should be rather quick, but I don't know. I kind of feel like it isn't going to be, you know? Come on, you can put on 2300. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, that will do it. Just barely. Ah, we had such a good time doing that as well. We did so well, but we failed so close to the end. Or rather, they unbricked. It's probably the better way of putting it. Well, next song.
Hello, darlings.
That's an advert. And it looked like we were actually going to get a win. We tried. At the very least, in theory, these wins are going to be more rewarding because they're against actual decks, probably. I think it's fairly unlikely we have any bot duels remaining, or people who aren't really deserving of being, at the very least, gold. You never know, but I think everyone who currently is here probably deserves to be here. And we just do that for the moment. How much do people play around columns? Happens loads, but you can hope. Guy can dream. (46 and 11). Add a poly. Why not? If they're playing Fusion Sage, though, that's not a great start as a vouch for their deck building. One thing that I do look forward to doing once I do unite my Master Duel accounts as well. I probably can't do it at the same time as Masochist. That I'm still supposed to be trying to edit videos every now and then to like put on the YouTube channel. I am looking forward to doing like an Earth's Arctic ladder climb. I don't know if any of you have seen the content on my main channel, but I've made like a dedicated little guide on Ursa, and I think, yeah, I uploaded a tournament report for how it went with Ursa as well, because I actually played it at UK Nats 23. I don't actually, yeah, it will have been 23. What are they gonna fusion summon? And yeah, to cut a very long story short, I have a slight... Everyone has a pet deck, you know, a deck that they think is good, and no one can convince me otherwise. But Ursa is like that for me, but I just, you know, I genuinely believe everyone's wrong. That's all it is. Are they in fact going to fusion summon? Ever? That'll do. I can hear it more now. Oh, first of the dragons. That's hilarious. This is not an effect monster. This is a trap card. Bye. No, okay. Alright then. Maybe I should have waited. Now they make Twin Burst. Either that or Tyrant Burst. Tyrant Burst would be worse because it's unaffected by traps. But they take so long to do anything, you know. Oh, they are making, like, yeah, Tyrant Burst. No! That's the end. Can't do anything. What's the best I could attempt to do? It's unaffected by traps, right? So yeah, the best I could do is banish it. I could draw exactly, what is it? Lightning Vortex. Or... wait, no, it's unaffected. I'm not sure how that works. Oh wait, I've just... yeah. Now I can't even test it. Does this affect the player? Or does this affect the monster? If they don't draw a monster next turn, I will test it. Eventually, if they don't draw a monster next turn. They didn't draw a monster. Okay, we'll test it this turn. Summon this, discard the other card. And then let's see if we can switch a Ruru. I think we can. I think it's a player affecting card. But let's find out. Fairwind's okay, but yeah, it's not doing it. So, normal summon. What are we doing? It's just a normal summon. You haven't seen me do anything. Why? Do you have a negate? Is that it? No. Cool. Now what? Do you have a removal card? This is unaffected, so it doesn't work. Alright. Well, we learn. I gotta be honest, I was thinking it would work, but, I guess you do learn something new most days. And we're scuppering the win rate. It's been 40 minutes, we haven't won a game. I think that might continue. It's really making me aware of just how many times we get like the odd bot game and that just swings the evening. Okay, they start. With 2 card extra 45 main. Okay, we might have run into... maybe it's a little early to say, but it might not be an actual deck. No, this is not an actual deck. Right, so what can we do? This is a fairy, we can do that first. What do we want? Do we want to summon the Flame Armor Ninja, summon the Dreaming Reality? They have... The thing is, starter deck back row is kind of good. That's the one thing I'm scared of. And if it is a Masochist deck, then there's no telling what they have. This is an effect to summon. This does simplify the equation, but I think I'd rather hit over it. So we're just going to do that. Any response? Select 2 monster attributes, destroys... Just dark? Well, that was a lot easier than I was expecting. We'll give them that one, and then that one. Because we can just use this again next turn. They don't... Unless that's a monster card in their hand, they're not blocking the next attack either. And I can ensure that they just don't get monster cards. Okay, so this is still completely doable. That could be a dragon monster in their hand, but... Is it just a bot? There's no way this is just a bot. Maybe it is. I don't know. Sorry, what happened? Prideful Roar. Interesting. One card, you say? We'll do it. We'll discard. Inspector Border is not doing anything. They have one face down. I don't think it's going to be anything, but Prideful Roar, as far as I know, is not a starter deck card. So there's a chance it is. Normal summon this. Now activate this. You do not have a Dragon Normal Engrave. And this doesn't matter. I just don't want to misclick with the bowl. And yeah, we could have done lethal, but they've bricked on this anyway. If this is nothing, which they would have used it by now. What was I playing around? Nothing. But oh well, it doesn't matter. They have lost anyway. Once again, got a Scold's Oracle. Sure. Oh, you only control one card, so shuffle it. Have you now unbricked magically? Do I pay the price? I don't think I do for some reason. I think that's just Silver's Cry. Yeah. Level 6. Okay, so it is probably a Masochist deck. And that's the end of the game. So much for the wins being more satisfying and, you know, actual decks only. Legacy pack, yay.
Communicate in English easily.
Ah, come on.
Use Grammarly and feel confident with effective...
Right. We didn't do anything towards our good old what's-its-face thingamajig proficiency, because we're not doing that in a long time. But we did get a win, and we did get a legacy ticket. That's something. Tier 0 magic threat. Who plays pendulums nowadays? That might unironically go in. Hope you're just kind of, you know, vibing with music. If you're not, we can just switch it up. I could always actually just take it off shuffle and then skip to various tracks. We got a... okay, first one is a double up. We got another dragon. That's not doing it. That's interesting. There's no restrictions on these tokens, which means we might be able to use this. Also, it's a machine. That's a worm that's... okay. Simply put, it's a tuna monster. A second startup, and a Dragon Master Knight. This makes me happy. He's not great, but I love him. I'm playing that. That's going in the deck. I know we just got a decent pendulum monster in that, but that guy, he is just going straight in the deck. I love him. We should probably update the machine deck just a bit. Where are we at? We put Tanker in. This guy will go in the machine deck. Anything else that goes in the machine deck? I feel like something recent, but I'm not sure what. Let's find out. Oh, Clockwork Knight isn't in here. Wherever that came from. Oh, this also. So that's not there. Because I feel like this machine deck is something that could eventually get legs. Do we have a field spell? We do not have a field spell. That's a machine. It's not the best, but it is a machine. Are we playing this in here? No. During damage count only. I think that's extra attack. Maybe it's worth it. This is just good. We could always put this in here with the one field spell. Put that in there. Wait. We might unironically play this in here if the majority of it was Earth. But it's not like it is, it's all over the place. Okay, I think we've updated the machine deck probably as far as we can. So let's just save that. Oh wait, yeah, that goes in. That's fine. Anyway, let's update our deck and turn this down a little bit. I think that's probably about right. Anyway, this boy's going in. This one, at the start of the damage set, if this attacks a face-up monster that is not a pendulum, that is genuinely that's basically just monster removal. Which is arguably better than these two. I know these two synergize with this. Okay, maybe that means that... I'm pretty sure I said a little while ago it was probably time to stop playing the ninja stuff. I cut the battle trick by the looks of it. But I didn't actually cut the... I didn't cut this, and where's the other one? I did cut the ninja battle trick, right? Yeah, I did. There we go. I don't think we can quite make use of this yet, simply because everything requires, like, effect monsters. That's a Jet-X. That's different type and attribute, so we could use tokens. But we're normal summoning this. That's 2 winds, they are fire. That's 2 effects. That's accept tokens, waters, including a link waters. I don't think we can actually summon some of these anymore because we took out the DNA transplant. But I don't know if there's anything you can replace them with anyway. Do we have 7s? No. We don't have 7s. We can't summon that one. We can't summon that because we don't have a main deck water. We can't summon that. Can't summon that. We could, in theory, summon this, actually. So that might be better to put in than this at this point, just because it's summonable. Same thing goes for this. We need waters. Oh wait, we have 1 extra deck water, is that? Yeah, that's our entire water lineup. 1 extra deck monster. A feature. Okay, we can actually make this now. What resonator did we get? Flare resonator. Yeah, nothing fantastic. Can we make 10s? We possibly could. He is my favourite little Lexies, probably. You know what? Yeah, that is the new deck. Alright. Mute the music, pause it for a minute. Take off shuffle. We're a long way down the playlist. Anyway. New deck. Slightly. We got a couple cards. I think this is going to be really good, just because, like, if it's early duel, this guy is very big as a beat stick. It's another machine, which is a bonus for Regulus. And what else did we put in again? Oh yeah, we put in just this guy here, because it's effectively removal. It's Pendulum 3, but we're not ever going to scale it. We're just going to want to normal summon it. Although that said, let's have a look at our Pendulum scales. I'm pretty sure they're all on the low end. Or if they are on the high end, they have... I mean, this is doable. 1800 beats with level 8 summon up to. But that's kind of our high end. We want, like... 8 is probably the highest we want to do. The lowest we want to do, that says 3. We do have, what is that? 11? Or is that 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Okay, so we have 12 level 4s and we have a level 5. Which would be okay. Like, this is technically fine. But I don't think there's too much of a point. This blocks except for Cleave, so there's no reason to play that. Well, let's go from the bottom. That's a 1 scale, so that's low. We don't need it. This blocks except for Abyss Actors. Cannot Pendulum Summon except DDDs. That's a low scale. Low scale. An 8, 5, 2, 4, 3, 1, 9 with restriction. 8. Not with restriction, but again, we've just said we're kind of looking for higher. That could be something if we were actually playing pendulums. That's not a bad effect. But the problem is... yeah. It looks like our highest scale is realistically 8. Not terrible, but not worth including more pendulum scales. Right. That is our deck. We got 1 win. We are ready to go back into it. We're actually starting to earn gems from... or... starting. We're still earning gems from missions, which is quite cool. Anyway. Next one. Nice, we'll take first. Put the tunes back on. Keep dueling. Keep vibing. What can I do with this? 7... 40 card main, 7 extra. So, this is the biggest defense. We can set this, and we can set this. Blue Eyes. We have such an iffy record. Oh no. That's not good. Target monster super. Yeah, okay. It doesn't have to be face up. They can just nuke it though. I mean, they're destroying it by battle anyway. Unless I specifically summon Yugioh. Special of blue. So yeah, we have to out the 3k stat line, and we can't. That's the problem. Oh, there's synchro summoning. Right. Time to reread the Blue Eyes synchros. Spirit. What do? When the effect... okay, you contribute special light drain synchro, which I need to read. You're kidding me. It mentions a light dragon synchro. Related? No. Related? No. Because the other one's called Azure Eyes. Sure. There's nothing else that's, like, related, is it? Nope. Nope. Oh, he's just attacking in. Alright. What are you thinking about doing? That's a tuner. Yeah, none of them are actually showing it, so I guess I don't have to worry about it. Okay. Sure. Don't like losing it, but there's worse. We can clear this. This attacked this turn, so that's fine. It's just... in end of battle phase, I think we want to summon this. Yeah. Just wait for them to actually get to the end of the battle phase. Okay. Extra 1,000. This means that this can hit over this next turn. It's not much, but it is something. Be good. That your turn? Oh wait, no, you're... yeah. I forgot, the whole point, we need to clear the stat line. And we can't clear the stat line because they just keep summoning more of them. Oh, yeah, we can't clear that. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles, that will do it. That kind of seals the game. Oh, next song. YouTube. I swear. Don't know if you guys have done it, but as soon as you load up, it's got the pause and the skip forward, and then it's got the volume next to it. It doesn't have the skip backward. It then loads immediately with the skip backward in after. And if you click the pause, or the volume, it thinks you've clicked the skip forward. Minor inconveniences that really annoy me. First. You mean your Tenpai? You mean your Chaos Max? Or do you mean, like, I don't know. It's gonna be an OTK deck. Right? Maybe not. 47 cards and 6. Unless that's just what Tenpai can play, which I would completely believe. We'll do that. I'm pretty sure it isn't Spring Guns because I do need a decent size extra deck. What do we have? What doing? It's Blue Eyes, again. That's it. Normal summon pass. When a card or effect is activated that targets this card, quick effect, you can special Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand, deck, or graveyard. When targeted for an attack, change the battle position of this card, then you special summon the Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's fine. We gotta trigger it at some point. So I think all we do is we normal summon this, just hit into it, force the effect. And then we could, if we want, tribute the Blue Eyes. So we'll wait on that. Because it is, yeah, you can only use one effect per turn. That's fine. Nope. Oh, it negates. I should have read a little bit better. End. It's fine, though. Because they can... Blue Eyes don't Xyz summon, let's put it that way. There is a chance they could be unaffected by traps. We will take it, because they do have to shuffle them in. But that's a Blue Eyes, that's a Spellcaster, so it's not Tyrant Dragon unless they're just using a nondescript dragon from hand. Entirely possible. And it's Tyrant Dragon. Wouldn't you? But look at him. We love Tyrant Dragon. Well, the Romajar put in some work. gonna be needed. That wasn't summoned this turn, so Trap Hole with Spikes is not going to do anything. And it's not going to do anything against this because it's unaffected by all traps. And we don't have a card to discard with Abominable Unchained. Come on. No, we're not doing it. I want to be able to destroy something. We'll gain life points. That's fine. It's not doing anything. I need to look at related. Oh, it's just here. I only use each one once per turn, and it can just be destroyed. Cool, you ritual summoned the Blackluster Soldier, now what? I take it the goal is Magia, but I don't know how they're going to get to it. If you ritual summon using... You see, you're supposed to do that before you ritual summon. You know what? This is like the only upstart we'll get. I expect they want to add it back to hand. Please add it back to hand. They did. Yay, we get a draw. This can be attacked once by this one. They might just attack into it with this one anyway. I see they're going to continue to refuse to read. Please attack it with the Blackluster Soldier. Nope. How are they playing around Trap Hole with Spikes? Regulus. I don't have a machine in the graveyard, and even if I did, that doesn't necessarily do anything.
Welcome to Shopify Plus.
I still think we summon this in defense. And skip the ads. Oh dear. Special Summon of Blue Eyes. That's fine. I don't like it, but it's fine. It's just a Blue Eyes White Dragon, right? From Hand of Grave. Yeah, I don't know how much I like this. You don't have a blue eyes. This card is always treated as a blue eyes, but it's not blue eyes white dragon. These are all like bad draws. So we just leave it. I'm not sure if we can, like... We can get to Lightning Vortex, and that's the best we have, but that's still... Count target. They can be destroyed, though. Wait, they can still be destroyed, you just can't target them. Bingo machine. Damn it. Okay. The thing is, I can use this guy to destroy... Oh wait, no, target. Non-target. Oh no. No, 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 no. Please hit the blue eyes. Not Tyrant. I can't be dealing with it being Tyrant Dragon. Or with it being, I can't be dealing with it being Jet Dragon. If card on the field destroyed by battle, card effect. Wait, what's this? You can special summon this card from the graveyard if it's there when it's destroyed, or handy even if not. You know what? We will, for the sake of argument, tribute this. Put this on the field for them. They attack into this. If it is Jet Dragon, they summon Jet Dragon. On the same chain, I summon this. And then I can destroy the True Light, right? That works, yeah? Other cards you control. That does not, in fact, work.
Sell online and grow your business with Wix e-commerce.
I just forgot crucial lines of text. And I can only... I have to destroy this. Yeah, I put myself in a pickle. Because now this dies, and I don't get it back. Jet Dragons once per turn, right? Yeah. Alright. The problem is they have Jet Dragon in circulation. And that is, like, enough. What do we have? Center your opponent can't others monsters in this column cannot. That's really annoying column placement. Can we win? Probably not at this point. Special of Blue Eyes White Dragon. They can only attack once each, right? Yeah, once each. No, we can't give them Chaos Max. That's insane. This might not be a duel to stay in. But they're struggling so badly to just deal with, like, Marshmallow. So I don't really know what to do about that. We have, like, various outs. We've used one of them, unfortunately, because we're an idiot. They have found theirs. And then, because a card was destroyed, we lose. Yeah, we lose. I'm not going to continue this any longer. I've already been in here too long. Next duel! Oh, the win rate is plummeting. Aaron 15 and 1 win. Letting the team down. Doing our best though. I was hoping to maybe like get gold 2 tonight. I'm not sure we're going to. 760. What are you on? Tell me now. Dark Magician. I just gave them Eternal Soul. That's going to be a very important card. I'm not going to give it yet because I've actually got Spell Trap removal in hand. They need to control 2 plus monsters. And they need to not negate this effect. But I can nuke their field. Because, you know, what Dark Magician player would not set Eternal Soul? Let's put it that way. At least I know they have it. What's the wording? Hand or grave. Destroy all monsters. Set 1. Set 2. I have a feeling they have maybe 1 or 2 copies. Well, let's try it, you know. Discard. Column bounce. They've got a couple Dark Magicians in hand. Maybe they've got another one that I can't see. 60 card Dark Magician jet deck breaking. Don't think it's possible though. I'm not sure they've learnt their lesson. Raigeki. Maybe they have. Now what? You've got a monster. Oh, God. It's one-sided, isn't it? No, it's all of them. Okay, so we'll hold the Sakuretsu. We'll just set... Why are they not setting the Eternal Soul? They're playing Blue Eyes. Oh, this is a pile. Or are they just waiting to activate Eternal Soul? Because this is granted one-time removal, but that should be enough. No, they're going to Ritual Summon Chaos Max. That last card in hand is Chaos Max, isn't it? It's Luster Soldier. God. We're safe. This card has 200 too few defense for me to live right now. I am so confused. Why don't you just set Eternal Soul? Set Eternal Soul, flip your monster face up unless it's literally like actual marshmallow. It's gonna be actual marshmallow, isn't it? Like, I know I'm not threatening, but please pretend I am. Thing is, like... What can I do? I can do this. Pitch. Summon a token. Get myself this one. Hit into the face down. It's Magician's Robe. Okay, I don't get it. I will risk my Sakuretsu armor. Why are you not activating Eternal Soul? Just like... What is the issue? Does he not compute? Oh damn, I had someone in chat? That was ages ago. Although they were just in here, well, 15 minutes is a decent time ago. Sorry, I normally have chat open on my phone and I did not notice, well, did not notice that it wasn't loading. Let's put it that way. Ah, come on. I try my best to avoid the adverts. It don't work. I try my best to get them to, you know... What are you doing? Please set Eternal Soul. It's a small favour. How much damage do I have on board? Like, actually, how much damage do I have on board? Yeah, you know what? We are going to do it. If it's Eternal Soul they have face down, that's fine. We're gonna gain the extra life for what it's worth. Am I being stream? There's no way I'm being stream sniped. I'm not popular enough for that. Does it negate the attack? It doesn't negate the attack. Special summon a Magician Girl monster from your deck. It is just the chain of Magician Girls, though. They've just held on to this... They've held on to this Eternal Soul for so long, I'm not sure they know the effect. Like, they have to know the effect. But I'm just, you know, not sure. No, I need to... Yeah, I need to use this to boost this. And now they set Eternal Soul and win, but that's if they don't realise that, you know, they could just set Eternal Soul and win. Do you think they realise? They have to, right? They had Eternal Soul in hand, 2 copies of Dark Magician. They have this thing. Are you going to grab Dark Magic Circle? No, you're going to grab Magician's Navigation. Are you going to set Eternal Soul? They've set Eternal Soul. I hate this player. I normally come here to relax. Their way of dueling has been so ass. Battle phase. You gotta do it. That's... okay, that's navigation. That's... it's just navigation, though. Are you going to activate Eternal Soul? I ask you again. I calmly ask you. Are you going to activate the definite Eternal Soul you have set on your side of the field? It makes your Dark Magician unaffected. Guys, why is my opponent terrible at the game? Like, I've been throwing out a pile of cards and they have been scared of me doing, like, legitimate interaction with them. Not a good pile of cards, mind you, like, and just a straight up pile of cards. Who has attacked? We'll just attack into this thing. Okay. That's fine. We're not... the thing is, we're not dead. So I'm gonna end turn. I'm gonna gain my life points, and I'm gonna wait for them to reveal their set Eternal Soul, so I can then use this on it. If you during your opponent's turn, if you activate a spell trap, you contribute spell to this hand. Okay. They've got a Dark Magician in their hand. They might have a second Eternal Soul in their hand. That'll be the second Eternal Soul. Are they seriously just not going to? This is completely infuriating. That's fine. Now what? Do you leave the Burning Dragon? No, you do not. Just activate Eternal Soul. Coward. What can I do? Track black in this thing. That's not going to do anything. I am just going to leave it. They can't OTK me through this.
Find the tools you need in the cloud. With
God damn.
Accounts, you can bring your ideas
Stop
to
it.
life.
Broadband with fair prices and
I said stop it.
customer service. That's right. From Cooper.
Apologies for not actually responding to you in chat, but it's just, I didn't know chat was active. I didn't know there was anyone in there. Phone was not loading. Use Eternal Soul for You have a trap card on your field that wins you the game. Are you just not going to use it? What are you scared of? What are you scared of? I'm on like 12k life points now. You're going to find it harder and harder to kill me as the turns progress. Are you trying to get to a point where you can, you know, use an Eternal Soul? I used my only removal on that Eternal Soul. Are you going to kill the... Yep, okay, you're killing the Indestructible. Is that the thing that you were waiting for to make your big push? I have a machine in the graveyard. Regulus does it. And by it, I mean it hits over these things, and that'll do it. In defense position. They're not attack... What is it? This doesn't do anything yet, but we'll just play as if it does. They've got to, like... Why have I not hit over this thing, actually? I was about to say they've got to deal with the board presence I have, and then I've not hit this set monster, which is completely destructible. In fact, it's going to be the Magician's Robe. Right? You're not going to do anything. You're not. What are you waiting for me to do? Well, you know what, okay, if you're not doing anything, that'll do it for me. That is enough of a push. Come on. I'm waiting for the gears to stop turning in your head. Okay, until the end phase, that's fine. It's only until the end phase. And then my Burning Dragon is bigger. Now what? What is it? During your opponent's turn, when you you get to... You tributed... Yeah, so okay, I could have killed this. They add that back to their hand. That's okay, because I end turn. This stops being negated. This is bigger. Those are smaller. This is bigger. This is equal. You now have a problem. So just use your Eternal Soul. What are you waiting for? Then you can. Are you waiting for the spell trap removal? Is that what you're waiting for? Oh wait, isn't one of them, like, complete? Why would you leave it so long? You gotta activate that, right? Now, okay, there's Eternal Soul. It's arguably a little too late for me. But now they're just taking extra time to do things they don't need to do. Destroy all spell traps, that's fine. Why... You're still not using... I hope other people are being mentally challenged by how this person is dueling. Because I am extremely. In theory, you just Raigeki. Like, there was no point to do that. You might as well have just done this. Dark Burning Magic, because you control both. Just... I can summon out Regulus. Is that the best I've got, though? It probably is. Oh wait, no, I can't summon out Regulus. Oh wait, no, I can. I just need to... I need to discard my draw for turn. Abyss Stingray. I will happily discard that, because Regulus should look like a threat to this person. No promises, because, like, you know... This is like a winnable duel if they played less cautiously. Maybe it is a winnable duel, but, like... it doesn't feel like it. Okay. Now we can add one of several cards. This guy's funny. This is what we should add. So we add this because it's an Omni Negate. We activate. It doesn't matter. You equip a card. We summon this here. And we do that. We then go battle phase if they don't use the Omni Negate. Or if they don't use the Raigeki Buster. They use it! Yeah, sure, that's fine. Cue end of game. Probably. I need a chain on. I really need a chain on. Oh wait, it's before the end of the main. That's fine. Let's put them into battle phase. Let's let them... Okay, that's perfect. They can just set it again. But they now have to set it again. It's not as good a victory as I want. Not even close. They've got 4 cards in hand, including Eternal Soul. They've got a loaded graveyard. Gimme Fairy Wind. It's so close. Could they... The thing is, we would have won this duel long ago if they'd played less reckless, or less conservatively, but they've played ultra conservatively, and as such have stalled out the game long enough. Where the average quality of their cards is just about better than the average quality of mine. Like, yeah, there you go, there's Eternal Soul again. Ah. What would I need to win this game? A lot. I would need a lot. What do you got there? You've got Threatening Roar. That's not how that works. You need to use Threatening Roar before the attack is declared. the thing is, I could swear they had a second one of these. If they're playing this kind of pile of cards as well, they should have the continuous spell. This thing! I'm somehow on turn 24 of this duel. I should not be on turn 24 of this duel. Can you believe it? I'm surprised they haven't actually just used this. They haven't gone through everything, have they? Surely not. Where's your knives? Flip off. It's not like I don't swear, I'm just, for some reason, tempted to not in this duel. That makes nothing, right? Yeah. That's very close, unfortunately. This is arguably better. We need blockers. No, we don't. Yes, we do. The thing is, if they out Spirit Reaper, because it's a singular removal, we need a blocker. I don't trust them to, like... Yeah, you see, that's the thing. Did they just draw that? Spirit Reaper, the highest defense on my side of the field. Insane. Okay, cool, you now have Dark Magician Girl. Are you going to do it? Are you going to do the big brain play? They did it! They finished the game! Oh. This person does not deserve the rank they are at. Are you confident now that you can win the duel? Good God. I'm gonna look at their deck, because I feel insulted it took that long. Look at this. They had 2 of this card. They had 1 Eternal Soul. Oh. Of course. You know, of course, right? Oh my God. That was fucking miserable. The thing is, if they played as they should have played, so to speak, that should have been so much faster a duel. Like, they should have won or lost turns sooner. I love adverts. I love Yugioh. That's Brick. Let's have a look at what you're playing. Yeah, okay. I am most likely just dead. One extra. What do you play as your one extra? I might find out, I don't know. Well, I don't control a monster. I can keep him off a monster. Send a pyro monster from your deck to the graveyard, then if you send a volcanic, inflict, and special bomb token. That does kind of start things off, doesn't it? They sent Emperor. Right, here's where I need to start reading again. Handle graveyard by banishing 3 pyro monsters or a blaze accelerator. So this is just live immediately. They inflicted damage equal to its level, but did not summon a bomb token. Excuse you. They set volcanic counter. And they summoned this thing out. cool. From your hand or graveyard. When summoned. Okay. It's... the thing is, in theory, it's a brick to draw. But Mirror Force does just clear it from the field. And I can then stack this thing, the counter, to draw. Well, actually, I can keep stacking their deck after, can't I? So, the order of operations for the turn is summon this, stack their one monster, and then Skulls to try and stack the deck worse than that. Yeah, that's actually a really good draw. It's aggro. So we summon this now. We summon this. We now do this. Pitch this. Stack the one monster. Don't know what their hand is, don't need to know. Oh. That's gonna be what they set then. That's the only card we can let them have, actually, of those three. That's really bad. It loses counters even if it direct attacks.
From the provider awarded best broadband experience.
Heck it adds. Oh, yeah, right. Sure, let's go here. cruel. Absolutely malicious. Only get a master pack. What do we get? Let's roll the dice. Can we get a royal rare? I started playing on my main account or on my Switch account for the first time in an age. Like, actually playing. And I managed to get 2 royal rares same day. Right. As for those cards... none of these are playable. That's our second. We can't make full use of this. This is like the most useful. It's not good. Like, it's a Dark Magician out, maybe, or a Blue Eyes out, maybe. But it's not really worth it, and the rest of it we can't use. Okay, back into it again. Look, we're doing so great. We're 1 win per hour. Oh. I know this is the expected experience, but like... There's knowing it's the expected experience, and then there's experiencing it, you know? Right. So we got a 50-13. Come on. What are we doing? We've got monster removal. We've got brick factor. We have lost the duel. Must be special summoned from the grave. These guys put machine monsters in the grave, can you believe it? 12 is not even difficult. Like, that's 12 there. They link summon, they've got it. And the thing is... negate activation. Oh. If you do halve your opponent's life points, which makes this guy weaker. Oh no. You're kidding me. We're against a deck that's running double summon. Reinforce is just a problem, and I can't avoid that, because they just have it. This is not a good Machina deck. They're running double summon. This is their link of choice with the amount of bodies on the field. Unless they had locked themselves into machines at some point. But I don't think they did. If this card is added to your hand except by drawing it. Okay, so they have locked themselves into machines. What other links can you make that are machines? Why did you not make this boy? Right. Normal summon. Activate. Activate. Oh, that's a painful one.
Find the tools you need in the cloud.
Yeah.
As you have free accounts, you can bring your ideas to life.
Shut up. I don't want to give them a draw. Let's get rid of the link 3 for what it's worth. And we have to summon it to the column, so I think we just put it here. If things get really bad, we have Fairy Wind, but it's if things get bad. I really should have summoned this to a different zone, because I think they are the sort of person that would just normal summon to the center zone. Either that, or I should have put it over here so I could get a guaranteed one. There is just a chance that they summon this guy. If destroyed by battle or card effect, though, that's the thing. Like, even if I kill it, I'm doing that. That's a trade I'll take. It's not brilliant. Oh, that's a summoning condition. They just do it again. No, 12 or less. They have to link them off again, but they can just do it again. Yeah, there you go. Like, they're using the default... Oh. Yeah, there it goes again. Yep, good match. Yeah, sure, that's fine. It's only 700. But this can negate activation, even if this is starter damage step, I mean... Oh, it has to attack into it as well. Yeah, we've lost. Well, maybe I should activate this. Take 1,000 out of their life points. I don't even have a machine in the grave. Draw me a card, Magic Man. That's funny. You know, actually, yes, that is funny. You can not normal or special summon except for fairies. Again, adds key. Right. It's not the best thing in the world, but it does out this for a minute. But it gives us an Omni Negate. Yay! Attack. We're gonna do as much damage as we can. I realise I have made a terrible mistake. They just summon it again next turn. The thing is, like, there's nothing we can do against this. I should probably just quit. This is the real Masochist experience. Well, You know I gotta negate that. Yay! Repeat Ruin Force. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. I put triple tack in their hand because it's like, what monster effect am I going to activate? Apparently that one. Come on, we can get 2 wins tonight, right? Right. I mean, plus side, if it is Valmonica, I know kinda how to handle it, ish. This is really bad against Valmonica. This is infinite counters for days. It's not Valmonica. Oh no. Please don't. Oh god. That's the end of the game. Like, in a huge way. Where are your, like, Stardust crossover cards? I'm trying to find the Stardust crossover cards because that lets me look at what exactly they do. Okay, that'll do it. It's all this stuff. Like, they can get into this thing, which is just when your opponent activates a monster effect, negate. When your opponent activates a card or effect, negate. Activates a card or effect, banish. There's more. There's only half of them. Let's try that one. Yeah, I don't know how to look at the rest of them, but I think we're just done before we even begin. Genuinely, the only hope is that they time out. I'm not going to sit through that. I know I'm normally fairly upbeat and fairly positive, but this has been not the best of times, for some reason. Playing a Masochist deck in gold. This really makes me reconsider pushing for plat. But, if we don't ever push for platinum, we're never going to get past it. Man, what a going first hand. Marshmallow. Oh, wow. What a matchup. Oh, they're playing actual Kashtira. It's probably one of the better hands I can produce. It just doesn't do it. I get OTK'd into the moon. Fenrir, attack, banish card. And then redeclare attack because Fenrir is balanced. Am I about to face an OTK? Like from an OTK specific deck? Yes. That's the only thing I can think of, just yes. Normal summon. Set. It could also just be a starter deck, but I think we run out of those, and structure decks, probably. Okay, this might be the Galaxy Eye structure, actually. Take 200. Okay. What did you just target? Sure. non-tuner Dark Pendulum. Single Tribute Piercing isn't bad, and it is a 7. Let me just... Yep. Mute, skip, add. And unmute again. Right. Curse a Dragon. Apparently not the first one. Apparently not the first one of that either. What do you need? A level 10. Parlor. I don't think we have a higher form Dragon Maid. This is technically 2 monsters that form a wall, but Marshmallow kinda does that. We don't have enough Yangzings. That is not playable. This is, like, really good. This is insane. If we can make it. This is still pretty good. Like, a single tribute, 2600 piercing. 26 is, like, the first of the thresholds. Because it's the Dark Magician stat line. The next threshold is arguably, like, 28, being, like, Monarchs, Regulus, that kind of thing. M-Pen if you manage to negate its effects. And then the next one is probably 3k. Because, you know, of course it is. Yep, just gems, okay. I am just checking while we do those things so we don't accidentally get any cards or anything. Right. Now, I know we already checked over our pendulums. But do we have a level 4 Dark Pendulum? We have one. We have 2. It's not really gonna activate any of those effects. Oh wait. 3. And it's if it was pendulum summoned, although... No, okay. And that one's a light. That one's a dark. Cannot be destroyed by battle during your turn, and can make 3 attacks at 1000 attack. Right. So we've got 3 monsters we could use as the non-tuner, but the only tuner monster we can use is exactly this guy. It might be worth playing around, like, making it, but I don't quite think it is. Like, this is just a 1500. If we control anything, it's typically a link. The next most common is Synchro, which is a floodgate. But to be more damage if we just give this guy the attack, so we're going to do that. And we'll put it in defense position. Battle phase. We have a chance.
From idea to submission, empower students to do their best work with Grammarly's comprehensive AI writing assistance. What if they...
And then we can set a card. I'm going to put that there. And that's fine. I don't really want to, like, have to Phoenix Wing Wind Blast their, like, only monster, but if we have to, we have to. Destroy. Oh, they know not what they've done. That's fine. You know not what you've done. Anything? Anything at all? Please don't put... The thing is, if we target a monster in either graveyard... Okay, so they're going to bring that back out. That is okay. If they attack with it, then I can destroy it and inflict damage to them. No. Strong Wind Dragon. Okay. Target Spell Trap. Yeah, I mean, I guess that happens. Inflict 5. They're actually bringing down Grenell's attack by a bit. But it's fine. Attack into my 1 Map-Mech edition. Ah, you know... Oh, that's... Wait, that's so good. So, we summon this. Normal summon. Tribute. And that is game. Let's go. For gold too. It's really kind of appropriate that we hit this point in the song right here. It's kind of funny. We got some legacy. We get legacy packs for like these very small duels that don't take any time, that are like realistically not anywhere near as difficult as some of the ones where we do actually win, or some of the ones because you can get legacy packs from losing. Psychic Blade is a hell of a card for a Masochist pack. Jeez. You know what I have a horrible fear of right now? I have a horrible fear that all the ads are going to be left in this WOD. They'll be audible, but the rest of it won't. Anyway. Yeah, that's a hell of a card. That's not quite so much. That's nothing we can use. Not really anything we can use. We're starting to get Karakuri, so technically, yes, but not quite. Let's find out. Anything extra? Right, doesn't look like anything. But that is protection for everything. No, that's protection for one thing. That goes really well. Really well with our inspectable. One monster effect. Force them to call it whenever they activate it. Yeah, that's not happening. Nor is that. We don't have Raid Raptors, or we have like 2 of the same name. We have 1 playable ritual. We do not have more incantations. Special Summon of Fur Hire. I think we do have some Fur Hire cards, but like not enough. We don't have a second vampire, I don't think. Head Judging is actually like really interesting. We might just take that. Let's go take a look at the... We'll go into Duel and then take a look at the deck. Yeah, I think we probably should just play this. Right. We actually have some vampires. What does this do? Normal summon a vampire. Each time you're a vampire, you gain. That's a nice thing to freeze on. Let's see. Target a face-up monster you control. Send a vampire with a different... from your deck to the graveyard with a different level. Target a vampire in your grave. Send a monster you control to the grave, and if you special it. Okay, so if we have a way to put, like, a vampire in the grave, be it either of these 2, and get this on the field, what this means is that we have consistent, like, life gain, which is completely terrible in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's not so bad here. What can we do? This is still a vampire card. Where... Because, what is it? Target a vampire monster in your graveyard except itself. You can keep transferring your opponent. Like, this is in theory a really cool setup if you can get, like, you know, these guys on the field here. In fact, yeah, just like Red Baron, Dragon, and, like, Vampire's Domain. Vampire's Domain is just a nice little bit on the side. But, because you can pay 1,000, target a monster your opponent controls and a vampire you control, switch control. It can't target itself, but you can give your opponent this. You can run it over by battle, summon it back, and repeat on your next turn. So you can just snatch steal over and over again. It's not something we can really do until we build up more of a zombie lineup, I think. But it's not bad by any means. And this is a little thing I need to look at. Do we just play more cards? Do we in fact just play more cards? The reason why we play this is because it's 1,000 stat buff, and it's a body on field which can be used as a blocker, or in the case of Stryborg, you can summon this to give something the attack, summon Stryborg, and then you've got your discard for the Stryborg. It's basically a 1 turn. And because your opponent can control the monster, it is just a 1 turn Stryborg. 2-card combo, you need to hard open them both, but still. Playing this because it's Marshmallow and because it gives us life points of every end phase. It has come up in Duel to Duel. A second Marshmallow because, you know, might have one. This is arguably a bit suspect. This is just good. Penguin Soldier is not a bad card. Necrosynchron is a bit iffy. But the thing is it allows us to make these 2 6s without having to open then specifically this and Penguin Soldier. Because that's the only other way you actually get into those. This is a lot easier where you can open Necro Synchron and any Thron from here to here, because Vesus can be treated as a non-tuner when used for a Synchro Summon. Just this line of text at the bottom there. Like, this plus this is a 1-turn level 6 Synchro, because you can normal summon this as long as you have a battle phase. You can special summon this. Let's see. This is potentially access to higher levels. Like, we could potentially get like level 9s and 11s, but I don't think we actually have any of those in our Synchro pool. No, we have a 10. And then we can't use like this little group round here except for this guy. Oh wait, no. We can't use that guy. Tuner plus one or more non-tuner synchros. So yeah, we still can't make Goyo King, because that's a machine tuner. Dark machine tuner. Let's see. You can target a tuner or a non-tuner with Goyo with the same attribute, add them to your hand. See, yeah, it doesn't even cycle them, like summon them back or anything. Right. But yeah, we're playing this for... at the end of the day, just because it's a machine, like, it can turn it and the token into an effect monster, but we have to wait until the next turn anyway, because the turn you use this... where is it? Also, you can only use Mechaphantom Beast monsters, a Fusion Synchro Xyz or Link material for a summon the rest of the turn. And that is our only Mechaphantom Beast monster. It is a 4/4 15/15, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the machines. It's not actually loads, but Regulus is also searchable via this. I think if anything's cuttable to keep this list lower on the card count, it is probably Raiden, because this goes up to 2/5 defense, 2/3 attack, or, you know, multi-attacking just for damage. Possibly, you know, effect negation. Technically an Emperor. It's like the weirdest one, but you could do it. This is removal. This is removal. This is removal. This is a floodgate. We already went over this guy. This is a beat stick, and this is a little iffy. But you can, in theory, normal summon Bullblade, a special summon Gap Toss, and instead of having 16 or 19, you now have 3,500 on the field. And a rank 4 if we had one that was summonable. This is a good defense wall and our best tuner monster, probably out of all of them. Let me just... to back this up and to, you know, so I'm not particularly biased, we can't use these ones at the bottom here. Those ones are off limits. That is pretty much used to summon Moondragon Kia, I think its name is. Needs to be used to synchro summon at Dragoonity. You can summon a Doll. I don't think we have any other dolls really. Oh yeah, we were playing this and we've cut it. That's weird. Oh wait, no, because you can add a machine type tuner. Right, Neutron can search Necro. That's what we did. We swapped that out a little while ago. But only search the end phase. Wait. I will get back to this, but just a minute. What do you search? Huh. So we can get, what, a couple less attack points. But it does search for a Gen X and Decthin. We don't have any Synchro 5s though, so it isn't quite worth it just yet. We don't have a Fire Gen X. Otherwise that would be removable. Anyway, back to tuner monsters. Let's take a look at those again. Yeah, sorry, just saw that out of the corner of my eye. Right. This one, we don't have any 7s worth summoning. That's our problem with the Strudo. Now we can make this an even level and make it another tuner, but it is also halving our life points, and life points are semi-precious to us. Not because of Granel, just they are in fact semi-precious. We can use one of this Tune Warrior, but it is a level 3, which is awkward. That's not great, because we need to have first Synchro summoned. Let's see. You're starting to get some Dragoonities. That's way too high a level. Normal summon target monster with 0 defense, special summon it in face of defense. It's effectively gated. You cannot special summon any of the monsters except from the extra deck. Right, so the main problem with that, this does not have 0 defense. And not a single one of these level 4 monsters has 0 defense. So that one is unplayably bad. That is not playable. Or is that really? Needs to be destroyed by an opponent's card. Yep, can't do that. Can't really use that, nor that. We have a Mid-Alien card. If we had more, that might be worth playing. But, I mean, it's a big body. And it's fairy. No, it just isn't worth it. Needs to be equipped. Normal summon target level 5 or higher Dark Dragon in your graveyard. Special summon it in defense, negates effects destroyed during the end phase. Also, counter summon from the extra deck except for Dark. Okay. Then we got Copy Plant, Deep Sea Minstrel, which is a water monster, but it's a 3. Magic Key only. This one's usable. It's the same level, same stats, it's just a fire spellcaster instead. And where that differs is that it's a level 4 tuner again, so we can actually get into more consistent 8 access. But again, I don't quite think it's worth it. That's a 1. That's a 3. That is... I mean, it's a Fire Warrior tuner. That's actually searchable. We could have been playing that for a little bit of time. Not that it's great, but we could have done. Not that that's particularly good either. We need Synchro Summon Zombies with this. Yeah, so we can't really use that. Yeah, I think we've covered why we can't really use any of those. But we can put this in for something, right? Life points are important, but just how important? They're getting dangerously close to not enough monsters. and probably too many tribute summons. I am also getting to the point where I kind of need to call it a night. I can only take so many losses. We've only had 4 wins and it's taken us nearly 3 hours. We might be able to hit Plat this month. We are not getting anywhere in Plat, but we might be able to do it. Whether we should, again, I'm reconsidering. But anyway, if you have popped into the stream, thank you very much for popping in. And, you know, hope you've enjoyed what I have not. If you're watching the VOD, thank you very much for doing so. Regardless, anyway, I hope you've all had a good time. Hope you all have a good day, good eve. And I look forward to catching you next stream, which should be Thursday, all things going to plan, going well. Laptop doesn't suddenly explode, you know, that kind of deal. Bye for now.